So here I am with another movie review for you. Sometimes I wonder why I do this. I certainly do when I'm presented movies such as this, The Best Man, with a lovely poster adorning Dolph Lundgren with a big gun, Luke Wilson with a gun as well, touted as an action extravaganza of a movie. Yes, The Best Man. But does this film make me feel like the best man, or did I come away feeling like the worst man? Let's talk about it. So welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to this here movie review for this new movie called The Best Man. Came at us directed by Shane Dax Taylor, with a script by Shane Dax Taylor, Alec Rosselli, or C. Alec Rosselli, and Daniel Zirilli. The Best Man. Yes, like I said, this film here stars Dolph Lundgren, the fantastic Dolph Lundgren, who unfortunately has just been, well, it's come out that he's been fighting cancer for the past 8 years. Best of luck to Dolph with that one. I love Dolph. Action icon of the 80s, certainly is. The film also stars the brother of Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, in an action role, which we don't often see. I think he did do one with Bruce Willis a short while ago. The film is rated 15 and runs for just a little over 90 minutes. So I thought I'd settle down and watch this one. It's an intriguing casting duo, to say the least. However, they are not headlined as the main stars of this movie. No, it is Brendan Furr as a character called Bradley, Nicky Whelan as a character called Brooke. Then you have Dolph Lundgren and Luke Wilson in the sort of also starring and starring kind of roles. And Scott Martin plays the villain of the piece, Axel. So this film here starts off, we see these individuals, Luke Wilson and his team, including Dolph Lundgren, off to rescue the daughter of a billionaire who's sort of been kidnapped for a bit of ransom. They save the day, and then it cuts forward a year, and Luke Wilson is actually going to be marrying this character played by Nicky Whelan, Brooke, and it's their wedding day, and they're at this venue, and everyone else has left the venue. No one else. The venue is there just for the wedding party, and it's a big place with like your swimming pool, gym, casino. Do you know what I mean? All this wealth of stuff around, and so the film is filmed in a proper place as opposed to in a studio or in side warehouses. At the beginning of the film, we'd lost one of the characters in this team, but then we come to find out this character has returned, and he's there with his henchmen to take over this party, to take everyone, kill people, take people hostage, because he wants some money off of the billionaire father of the daughter by exacting the same sort of plan as what was exacted before at the beginning of the film. Only it takes Dolph Lundgren, Nicky Whelan and Dolph Lundgren, Nicky Whelan, Brendan Furr, and Luke Wilson, getting all my names mixed up there, to save the day, come together. And yes, so the film itself, Christ, what a dull, uninspired event of a movie this was. Now, coming from Saban Pictures, I didn't expect very much, because they are renowned for sort of cheap action kind of fare, but this film is just dull from beginning to end. At 93 minutes, it certainly does overstay its welcome. Dolph Lundgren has no relevance to the plot whatsoever, other than being there and being a member of this team. He doesn't move anything forward in the way of the narrative. It's just we've got a couple of big names in Dolph Lundgren and Luke Wilson that we can have on screen. Luke Wilson's character is at least something to do with the plot, in that he's the one who's marrying the girl, but they're there. They do get some action scenes, they do get some gunfire and this sort of thing, but none of it is of interest whatsoever. It's a dull, lifeless, joyless movie. These two have been cast in the movie for no other reason than their names. Yes, Luke Wilson and Dolph Lundgren. I like Luke Wilson. He's quite good. Dolph Lundgren's fantastic. However, they're sleepwalking through this movie, as I feel like doing through this review. The blood in the film is all CGI. It all looks crap. It looks hideous. And the film's got no other... There's nothing to actually say this is a good film or a good action film. It's got people skulking around corridors, shooting guns at one another. Not much more than that. It is pretty damn boring. It's got some atrocious lines in it, lines of dialogue. It's got some abysmal acting from cast members floating around in the film. I'm not talking necessarily about Dolph himself or Luke Wilson, but elsewhere within the film. Nikki Whelan, I don't know if I know her or not. She had a very Cameron Diaz-y vibe about her in the way she looks and is presented in this film. But yeah, there's nothing of the worth that I can take away from this movie. Nothing whatsoever. Avoid at all costs. That's all I can say. I don't tell people to avoid movies. You got to make your own mind up really at the end of the day. But this isn't really worth your time of day at all. It's abysmal. It's atrocious. It's hideous. It's ugly. It's boring. It is sleep-inducing. Is it a film that I would even pick up for £1 or £2 from CEX on Blu-ray if they had it? No, not a film I'd ever wish to visit again. Not unless I was struggling to be able to sleep and I needed something on that would actually send me off. Because there were parts of this where, I'm telling you, I was nearly fast asleep. Not good at all. Anyway, another one done and dusted. In a week's time, this film will be stricken from the memory. I'll remember nothing about it. In a year's time, I'll be questioning whether I've actually seen it at all even. But yeah, just avoid at all costs. This is AJ. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.